Today I'm just going to be doing a little book haul with you guys. It is a library book haul and 2 books that I bought and a couple of ARCs that I got from work. So the first thing I am going to start, oh, and also from my TBR jar pick. The first thing I'm going to start off with is my gardening books. Okay, these are my library books too, but this is, I've been really trying to get into gardening because my mom's yard is not the best looking, but I also always wanted to do gardening because I love flowers. My mom hates flowers. She hates the smell of flowers, but she loves vines. She had a vine that wrapped around our house at least twice in our old house before we moved to this house. But this is one of the books I got, which is The Crafty Gardener, Inspired Ideas and DIY Crafts from Your Own Backyard. It's kind of, yeah. But this, it was pretty interesting from what I saw, and I'm going to start doing this week and basically every single day of my life now. But yeah, this is one book right here. And then I have another one for raised bed revolutions because I want to have raised beds for vegetables and especially for root vegetables because root vegetables can take over. I got this for that, and hopefully, you know, I learn a couple of things from here and I implement a lot of this stuff. And plus, I can't build this, my boyfriend can, so that's why I'm going to get him to do that. And then I got the Garden Almanac, a month-by-month guide. This is for growing basically any vegetable month by month to know when the best day and the best time to plant a garden. Actually, I took out my bookmark. Let me put it back in. And then I got this from A Garden Miscellany, an illustrated guide to the elements of the garden. I got this book right here. It's so freaking pretty. It's so pretty. It came out last year, but yeah. I love it. I just kind of got the books because they're really pretty on the outside, but also I think they're very informative. And if they're not informative, I didn't buy them, so it's not a waste of money. I got them from the library. I can always return them. And I also got this Ground Rules by Kate Frey. Oh, I didn't mention these other authors, but I'll mention them in a minute. 100 Easy Lessons for Growing a More Glorious Garden. So that's one of them. This one is by Susan Staubach. I think that's how you say her name. This is Country Living Gardener. This is by Tara Nolan, this one. And then this one is by Becca Anderson. I got another one for vegetables. Veg in One Bed, How to Grow an Abundance of Food in One Raised Bed Month by Month. So it's basically showing you how to just grow one vegetable in one, well, not one vegetable, a multitude of vegetables in one raised bed. So yeah, it's very interesting. And then I got Container Gardener's Handbook, Pots, Techniques, and Projects to Transform Any Space. I kind of like narrowed it down for books that were like last year and not books that were in 1998 or something like that, because that is out of date. So from 2019 to 2020, those are the type of books I wanted to get because they were the most relevant and recent. And then I got this book called Tulips, Beautiful Varieties for Home and Garden, because I love, love, love tulips. They are gorgeous to me. They're just so pretty. I had a white tulip, but it died. I was so upset about that. But this is the book that I got, and I can't really have it around my dog because tulips are very toxic to dogs if they are ingested. I looked it up, and a lot of plants are very toxic to dogs if ingested. So I'm gonna try to make sure that she does not ingest any of the flowers or fruits or stuff that I grow, so she won't get sick and die. Like, that'll be very, very upsetting. And then the next thing I got from the library was this budgeting one-on-one book, so I can learn about how to read. And this is by Michelle Kagan, CPA. She is a, gosh, I literally forgot what CPA means, and I go to college for that. Jesus Christ. But it's a crash course in managing your finances, and baby, I'm not horrible at managing my managing my finances, but I need to learn how to save money to get to where I want to be, because all I'm doing is living paycheck to paycheck, and that's not what I want to be living. So then the next thing I got was the DIY style finder, because, and I don't know how long this video is gonna take, but I'm wanting to renovate and like redo my room, and I think this will be a great way to find what my style is, or at least find something similar in store and in this book. So yeah, that's why I kind of got it. And then I have comic books. So the first comic book I got was Black Sod by Juan Diaz Canales and Juanillo Guadagnino. I think that's how you say it. I'm so sorry if I messed up your name. But Black Sod by these two authors. I think one illustrated and one was the author. But yes, I wanted this book because obviously the Black Panther on the front, or the Black Cat, which, you know, you never know. But yes, this was like super pretty to me, and the illustrations in here are amazing. If you can, I don't know if you can see that, but this book is really big too. Yeah, so I got that book for that reason. And the next book I got was Saga. I've always wanted to read this series right here. I don't know how many they actually have, but I know we have a lot at the library that are, so this is book 1. It's a thick baby right here. So yeah, I'm so excited to read this. And then I have the Saga book 2 right here. And you can see, like, maybe that's the baby has grown up and everything. I don't know what this series is even about. I just always love the covers. I was like, okay, I'm going to read this because the covers are really pretty. And it's a thick girl too. It's a thickums. And the next set of books I got, which is series as well, which is the Amulet series. This is the third book, actually. No, don't know how to count. This is the third book actually, and I've already read the first and second book, and I've already returned them back to the library. But I got the third book, which is, I've already read it, book 3, The Cloud Searchers. And then I have book 4, The Last Council. And I know I've read this series before, but I don't remember where I had stopped. But I think this was the last book I read, because I do remember this one has, basically people are in fear of the city, the high praise city that everyone talks about. The citizens who live there are in fear because of the ruler, even though it's supposed to be the best city ever. So yes, I finished both of these last night actually. Last night I actually finished these, and they were super good, like I've always remembered. And then I'm going to be reading the 5th, 6th, and 7th. I don't know how to count. I don't even have the 7th book. You know, I didn't check the library if they had the 7th book. But you know what? We're not going to talk about how I cannot count. So the 5th, 6th, and 8th book, I'm probably going to have to recheck this one out because I don't have the 7th book right now. So, yes. So this one is book 5, Prince of the Elves. And then this one is book 6, Escape from Lucian. And then book 8, I'll probably put on here what book 7 is. And then book 8 is Supernova. So yes, those are the books I got. I'm going to be returning the other ones. Also got this other series, well, it's not a series, but it's this book I really wanted to read because it's super cute. Cece's Journal. I don't know what this is about, but I think it's a girl who wants to be an explorer, and she has friends who she explores with, and I think that's like super cute. And then here is another series that I have, and this is the series that I'm talking about. Okay, this is the Divine and Wicked series, and the first book, I saw this in a glimpse of someone else's BookTube video, and I didn't know it was a comic book until I looked it up, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to read this. And it's about gods who return to Earth after 90 years, and they only live for 2 years on Earth. And they basically I don't know what they're trying to do. I really forgot the whole plot of it, but what I read is very very interesting. Okay, here it is. Every 90 years, 12 gods return as young people. They are loved, they are hated. In 2 years, they are all dead. It's happening now, it's happening again. And that really, really struck me. So this is the first book, which is the Faust Act. And then the second book is The Wicked and Divine Pandemonium. And this is the second one. The third one is The Wicked and the Divine Commercial Suicide. And then the fourth one is The Divine and the Wicked Rising Action. And I think there's 13 of them. It's either 9 or 13. I'm not sure. I have to recheck again. But yes, and I cannot wait to read the series. I've been reading like 6 books at one time recently, and I'm getting back to my old self of actually reading books instead of letting them sit there. And the last comic book I have is American Gods by Neil Gaiman. And dear Lord, I tried to listen to the audiobook with my sister, and that it is so long. I don't know how I'm going to get through this book because there is a lot that I remember from the audiobook, but I'm just going to have to, you know, try to get through this as quickly as possible because I know the actual book is thick itself, so I can only imagine how hard it was to actually, you know, draw all of this. So next we're going to talk about the books that I bought, which is this one I got from the library for $2, and this was Little Children by Tom Perrotta, a novel by the author of Joe College and Election. And this is about basically, it's kind of like Big Little Lies, but less, you know, killery. So basically it's what is it? It says a child. So get yourself together. Get yourself together, okay? So what this book is about is basically a Pretty Little Lies, but not as, you know, dramatic, or you know the outcome of what happens. So this book, it is basically a child molester comes back into town, and these two parents are having an affair. These two parents, they're not, you know, are having an affair, and it spirals out of something that wasn't even supposed to be like it was supposed to actually be. And so I don't even know what else goes on. It just says a child molester comes back into town, and that's I mean, I'm not condoning anything like that, but it just kind of like shocked me, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to read this, see what this is about. The second book I got was The June Boys by Court Stevens, and this is about boys that go missing in June in this town, and they basically the kidnapper keeps them from the 1st of June to the 30th of June, and 1st of June to the end of June, and he releases them afterwards, but they're basically traumatized. They can't say what really went on in that, you know, what went on in that vicinity. So basically all the boys always come back alive, but this one time one boy does not come back alive. He is found dead, and so they're trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And basically it's asking, what if her father is the Gemini thief? And that's the name of the of the kidnapper, because he steals boys in June, and most people's birthday who's in June, well, at the beginning of June basically, is a Gemini. Is it that way? My mom's birthday is in June, so yeah, she's a Gemini. So yeah, this book is really, really interesting. And then what else I got was from my TBR jar, and this was the printout. It's about a guy. He has basically a blacklist, and people are trying to find him and kill him for the blacklist. I'm saying blacklist because that's the only way I can describe it, because it's all he's saying is this printout. So I'm guessing this is back in the day when printers were a new thing, and when you printed something out, it's I don't know. But yeah, basically it's a blacklist. Everyone wants to kill him. So I'm not that far into it, but it's okay. I finished Fishers of Men, obviously, but I did not like it. I did not like it. I hated it. Oh, I wouldn't say I hated it. I disliked it enough to not give a review. Um, so then I'm going to get into the ARCs I recently got. Most of these are already old and already out, but I just want to show you guys. And the first book is All My Mother's Lovers by Ilana Masad. I think that's a L. Yeah, Ilana Masad. And this book is about a mother. I think she dies. The mother dies in a car crash. And basically everyone is like fucking confused because the father comes, but then her boyfriend comes as well. And then it's just spirals out of control basically. And I'm here for discourse, you know. And then I have this book, There You Are by Matthew Moraz. And I'm not sure what this book is about. I think this is about in the 80s and 90s. And it's about a novel of love, loss, and the power of community, backed by a phenomenal soundtrack of hip hop, soul, and jazz. So I'm guessing this is just like, you know, a love story met in a, you know, record shop, and they, you know, usual stuff. Another arc is Seance Infernale by Jonathan Scarton. This already came out in August of 2017, so I'm not sure if anyone even read this. I haven't seen anyone speak about it. So it's about a French, something French. I don't know, but it's something French, and I really want to read that. And then this one is Frankenstein by Jeanette Winterson. And this book came out in October 1st, 2019. And I just got the arc of it. And this sounds very interesting too. This one, How It Feels to Float by Helena Fox. This one doesn't come out until, wait, no, it already came out in May 2019. And I've never heard anyone speak about this. Never seen any book reviews. Like, it's just all out there. But this one, I love the cover. And it's really nice and pretty. The next one is Everywhere You Don't Belong by Gabriel Bump. And this is kind of like a, a nonfiction / fiction / autobiography. Not autobiography. / like, you know, I don't know how else to categorize it. But this one seems very interesting. It's about Black people and where you should be, basically. And then this one is called Processed Cheese by Stephen Wright. And it went on sale the 1st of January of this year. And this is Processed Cheese, and I've wanted to read this for the longest. And this is what the cover looks like. Probably everyone's seen this. But yeah, this is what this one looks like. And I have a little surprise for you guys. I'm be hosting a giveaway on my Instagram and on my website. So if you go to my website, you'll see like a little sign up where you have to give your email and your Instagram name so that I can find you on Instagram. And if I'm not able to email you, then I'll find you on Instagram so that we can discuss shipping and when you win, we can discuss like your shipping address and all that other stuff. And so I am happy to announce this, that I'll be giving away A Burning by Mega Maj. I hate when people mess up my name, so I'm not gonna even try to mess up yours. But this book, it is really, really interesting. It doesn't come out until June, so I just want to give this to someone who will love this book, because I think this book is really, really informative of what's going on now. So I wanted to read it myself, but I'll just wait until the actual book comes out so I can support the author. And this book is basically about innocence, guilt, betrayal, and love. And it's of a Muslim girl, and she posts something onto a social media platform, a risky little, social media post. And basically it was after a train crash, and after she posted that, people started bashing and just like social media does, going straight for the kill, and they blame her, and they think that she's part of the ISIS and Al Qaeda. ISIS or Al Qaeda? I'm not sure. It's either ISIS or Al Qaeda. Al Qaeda. And it shows her. I forgot her name. I think it's Honey. I saw the name a few minutes ago, but it's okay. And then it's talking about another girl. I think her name is Lovely or Love. I think it's Love, and it talks about what she's going through as well. And then it has like a PE teacher in there as well, and he is a alt-right white supremacist, person, and he basically tries to basically blame everything on someone else. But I'm not. This seems so good. I've read plenty of reviews about it, and people said that they loved it. And you can see, like, it's so freaking pretty. You can see the train, you can see the fire, and it's called A Burning. So I'm willing to give this to anyone who wants it, and anyone who wins the giveaway. And there also will be more prizes to be announced. I'm not sure what the prizes will be yet, but I will let everyone know on my Instagram. And if you follow my Instagram, then you would be up to date and on catch. And if you if you subscribe to my email on my website, then you'll get some updates about that too. Especially if you're a member, you'll get first dibs on when everything is posted. Okay? And I guess I'll see you guys later. And thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like, comment, and make sure you go follow me on Instagram too. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
I just wanna be the one you love. I just wanna be the one you love.